ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị Igbo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anakpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịrị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkọ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu agwa wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwaanyị bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija ma na-asị, lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasịsị baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ego n'ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwere onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide. Let the Yoruba man go their way, let the Northerners go their way, let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will. They speak about bad road. They've gone as low as internet. We need to divide. This thing about one Nigeria is not going to work. Having one person as a president sitting in one place called Aso Rock, deciding the fate of 300 million people, especially when you know these are the least smartest people in the country, it's not going to work. Let us bring some kind of competition within these different regions, instead of having to depend and say everything has to do with the federal government. Ordinary electricity. I was thinking this thing about electricity in Ghana was a joke, but apparently these guys are having the best type of electricity like they were in Europe. In Nigeria, you can't even boast of 24 hours electricity. In year 2026, we need to divide, man. The only war we are winning right now in Nigeria is just jollof rice, and then maybe dirty December, clubbing alcohol. No, we can do better. This thing about what Nigeria is 300 million people. When you look at these other countries I'm speaking about, you look at Ghana, they are not even up to 40 million. Namibia, 3 million on a good day. RCCG is bigger than Namibia. The Youth Ministry of Christ and Mercy, they are bigger than Namibia. Yeah, these people, they are clowning us every single day. Nigerians cannot win one war. You cannot have a normal debate and say you are going to win. Everybody, they are clowning us. Giant of Africa, my foot. Let everybody go develop their region. Chase the Igbo man from the West. Go chase the Yoruba men from the East, let them go back. Everybody go make your region better. Go find the Igbo man in the North. Let everybody, but depending on one president to make these things happen is definitely not going to work. We are too many, we are too populated for this whole one Nigeria affair. It's not going to work. Let us divide. I am tired. I am tired. The bare minimum. We are not even speaking about healthcare. We are not even speaking about child mortality, education. Just the basics we cannot even be proud of. Not one Nigeria, my foot. Everybody go your way. Let's do a referendum. Let the people decide. Nonsense, man. I'm tired.
Tired, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ụtụtụ ọma, ụmụ Chineke, ụtụtụ ọma, lovers of freedom, ụtụtụ ọma. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Jere, also known as Pastor Vam Vam Vam. I am the Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I greet you all and I bring you good tidings. You know, there is something that got me really worked up yesterday. I couldn't even come live because though I had some domestic activities, but I was thinking about this topic, honestly, you know. Please, I don't want to do any saga. I just want to set the record straight. Maybe some of us are not thinking towards this direction, but I want you to come home, and let us reason together. Both you, a genuine Yoruba, believer, Oduduwa believer, and a genuine freedom fighter. Come, let's reason together. Now, we have often heard us saying that, what Nnamdi Kanu, what Igboho did is the same thing Nnamdi Kanu did. Nnamdi Kanu and Igboho, please, don't put them on the same book. Don't compare them together. Stop comparing apple and oranges, I beg you. It is an insult on the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and maybe Mazi Simon Ekpa to keep comparing them with Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho is a unique guy, amongst Yorubas. He tried his best, but not anywhere close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not anywhere close, even close to Mazi Simon Ekpa. No, not close. He tried, but not at that level. Now, why am I saying this? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a personified, consistent freedom fighter. Personified. Integrity na water. Integrity na water. How can you compare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and say they did what Sunday Igboho did or has done? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot do. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does what Igboho did, he will not be in DSS dungeon. He won't be there. Sunday Igboho, I know he ran away. And then right there in Bini, they were negotiating with him. He was listening and paying attention to negotiations. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not listen to any negotiation that will make him keep quiet. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continues to talk, even right there in detention, in the courtroom. He's telling them, I am fighting for Biafra, and Biafra I must get. How can you be comparing with Sunday Igboho? Sunday Igboho was in Germany. Did you see him protest or talk about Yoruba nation as free as he was in Germany? Today he is in Nigeria. He's no longer fighting for freedom. He's waiting for Tinubu to finish, and then he will pick up the mantle again. And you want to compare and say what he did? No. It's an insult to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa to compare these. No. What you will say is let them give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the justice he deserves, because he has the right to consistently ask for the freedom of Biafran people. Even in the face of death, he has the right to do that. But when you compare, say Sunday Igboho, what he did? No. Sunday Igboho has, surrendered to Tinubu. Even though he's not singing on your mandate with them, but he has surrendered to the pressure of not even standing to ask for Oduduwa nation. Boldly, consistently. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does what Sunday Igboho did, he will not be in Sokoto prison. Do you know how many approach was made on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know? Even our prime minister, they approached him to make him richer than Dangote. He rejected it. They have approached Simon Ekpa. Even people were using the propaganda to make it easier for him to accept Tinubu. They said Tinubu paid you. Tinubu paid you. Thinking that Tinubu approaching our prime minister, it will be easier for him to collect. They thought it was all about money. That's why the narrative of Isaac Fayose, from the interpretation of every Igbo man, is not correct. Because some Igbo people that are doing business that will accept, to work for Tinubu, you can't compare them with the rest of us that are ready to go on the street and fight for our freedom. Those that will fight to protect their business are there. Yes, they are Igbo people, they are there. But you can't compare it with everybody. Do you understand? So that's why you can't give it just a blank statement and say all Igbos. It's not all Igbos. It's not. I'm an Igbo man. I'm an Igbo. I can never accept what Cubana chief priest accepted, or Cubana Obi Cubana. No. So stop comparing apple and oranges. These people are not they are not the same. No. Sunday Igboho have his own level of Yoruba freedom fighting. You know, when my person is on the throne, I will, you know, be careful, and I will, you know, play along the gallery. I will dobale. But for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we don't dobale for any bastard, even if you're an Igbo man. As long as you are not on the side of truth. If somebody like Tinubu is an Igbo man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will look at his face and tell him to hell with you. That's how we behave. Because when we stand for truth, hey, we mean it. So comparison the Igboho with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an error. It's an error. Because already you can already see Sunday Igboho is in Yoruba land now. Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? In prison. A freedom fighter is either you are in prison, you are in exile, or you are in the grave. Do you understand? Where's my Simon Ekpa today? In prison. Do you understand? So how can you be comparing these people? Maybe when that is their own way of fighting for freedom. But as far as I'm concerned, and I understand freedom fighting, it's not a genuine way. A freedom fighter will remain resolute. Resolute. When Sunday Igboho was in Germany, we had our first convention. Our first convention that we had in 2023. Our first convention in 2023, our Prime Minister reached out to Sunday Igboho. We were expecting that Sunday Igboho would be in Finland for our first convention. Sunday Igboho did not even pay attention to it. He didn't come. He didn't come. So look at it. So be very careful. It's an insult on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when you compare them and say Sunday Igboho and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. They are not. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if I will call you, don't worry, I will call you. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, behave like Sunday Igboho, he will not be in Sokoto. He will not be in prison. If Mazi Simon Ekpa behave like Sunday Igboho, he will not be in prison in Finland. Nigeria will not go after him, even in Finland. They won't. So please, don't insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, till tomorrow, when this freedom comes, you will know that he earned it. He earned it. It is not today. You can rightly fully say that with Sunday Igboho, there's an amnesty. There's an amnesty between Nigeria and Sunday Igboho. If you come and talk about amnesty in the ears of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the time you say before you say the nasty, he will look at you and spit on your face. Me, Nnamdi Kanu, accept amnesty as what now? As what? As a terrorist or what? I'm a freedom fighter. It's either you give me my freedom or I remain here until I get that freedom. Do you understand? It's either you give me my freedom or I die trying. That's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for you. Or is it Simon Ekpa? With all the blackmail going on against Simon Ekpa, you see the resoluteness. You see how he wants to unite even his own people together. There's a write-up from Dr. Agi. Dr. Agi. So I want to also announce to you, Dr. Agi, I blocked you before on Twitter. I have unblocked you on Twitter. You are someone of what? You know, I respect people when they, understand where they are coming from and they know what they want. Those that have tried all these game players, you try them and you see that they are not anywhere near to the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, and you are still with them. You are worse than a rotten egg. You are worse than a rotten egg. So I want to appreciate Dr. Agi, Princess Agi. 7 hours ago, Dr. Princess Agi, made a post, and I want to read it. After I read it, I will invite. I will take up a fine. Yeah. So this is what we call consistency, and people that understand who their leader is, who and what their leader is. So this is the true nature of a freedom fighter. People that understand that, look, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents and what Mazi Simon Ekpa represents is not something you can just water down like that. Today, Thursday, that was yesterday, February 12, 2026, Mazi Simon, this is coming from Princess Agi. So if you are not following her, please go and follow Princess Agi. That is at Zyme Love 2022. Very, very fantastic lady, yeah? Look at this. But Simon Ekpa, MSc, Prime Minister, Biafra Republic government in exile. True leadership is not measured by titles, but by character, purpose, and the impact one has on others. Mazi Simon Ekpa is recognized for a strong sense of justice, standing firmly for fairness, equality, and the dignity of all people. His advocacy goes beyond personal interest. His advocacy goes beyond personal interest. Now, Sunday Igboho's advocacy does not go beyond personal interest. His own is more on personal interest, because if it is not more about personal interest, I am telling you, when Mazi Simon Ekpa invited Sunday Igboho to our first convention in Finland, he was in Germany. He would have honored it. But you know who honored it? You know who honored that convention? Cho Ayaba. Cho Ayaba, as at then, people thought he was on the side of those criminal DOS. But when Cho Ayaba saw that, look, the only person representing Nnamdi Kanu, the only person that is fighting for the freedom of Biafran people, now that Nnamdi Kanu is not on the scene, is Simon Ekpa. Cho Ayaba came. Sunday Igboho was nowhere to be found. Today, Sunday Igboho was in Hamburg. He was in Hamburg, free to attend to any kind of Yoruba freedom movement. Look, in Hamburg, if Sunday Igboho is fighting for the Yoruba freedom, nobody will touch him. They will protect him in Germany. But no, he will prefer to go and dobale to Tinubu. Dobale. No. Then you want to compare him with Nnamdi Kanu and say, Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu. If I hear you say that again, you can tell them that yes, there is hypocrisy in setting Sunday Igboho free. Look, Sunday Igboho is even the one that, took out gun. He was carrying gun. He was, Nnamdi Kanu had never been seen anywhere with gun. But Nnamdi Kanu was speaking boldly against the power that be. Do you understand? So let me continue to read. His advocacy goes beyond personal interest, focusing on protection of human rights. He demonstrates courage and resilience, speaking up even in the face of criticism or resistance, and remaining committed despite challenges or slow progress. Guided by a clear vision and purpose, he understands the issues affecting people and works towards practical, meaningful solution. Integrity and moral character are at the core of his leadership. This is a description of my prime minister that I will say, Dr. Agi. Ndewo. Integrity and moral character are at the core of Simon Ekpa's leadership. He acts with honesty, he is consistent, and he is very respectful. Respect everybody. Through clear and respectful communication, he inspires others to listen, understand, and participate. These are words so deep in describing my prime minister. Empathy and compassion shape his approach. Let me tell you, there's one guy on Twitter, he's a Muslim guy, but he's an Igbo. But he's fighting for Biafra freedom. He had an issue, he had a case, he needed some help. He contacted me, and then I contacted the prime minister. And I told prime minister, this guy needs help. He said, we will give him the help, but let him know that in Biafra land, we don't believe in Islam. But whatever he needs, we will help him. He's an Igbo man, we will help him. Prime minister, he gave me that financial assistance to give to that brother. The guy is an Igbo man, but he's a Muslim. He's talking about Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa and freedon. He said, Simon Ekpa applauded him, but he said, let him know that in Biafra land, we don't believe in Islam. We will not accept it in Biafra land. But you know what? We will give him the help he needs. He's an Igbo brother. Do you see the compassion, empathy of a man that leads? This is a true leader. And then one Achikote Kwonu buffoon now goes to some miri, from calling him boss, is now claiming that he is prime minister. We gave the brother that help. I don't want to tell you how much, but a reasonable amount of money to help somebody that is even a Muslim, a Muslim person. Do you remember when our prime minister was even saying, Asadi Dokubo, fight for this Biafra freedom? We want to be, we are not going to pursue you out of Biafra land because you're a Muslim. But it's as far as our national orientation is concerned, we don't believe in Islam. But that compassion, that empathy is there. That's where Agi is spot on. Empathy and compassion shapes his approach. As he listens carefully to the concerns of others and values their perspectives. With discipline and self-control, he plans thoughtfully and acts strategically, ensuring that his efforts contribute positively to the movement. There's something I want you to pick out from this place. With discipline and self-control, he plans thoughtfully and acts strategically, and ensuring that his efforts contribute positively to the movement. This self-control is very important, and our Prime Minister has it. If not that our Prime Minister have self-control, there are some people that they send to him to distract him. You know, some of them be women to distract him and all that. He didn't pay attention to them because he knows what it means to lead a nation. He's not going to submit it on a platter, just like Samson was tempted and submitted to Delilah. Self-control, very strong. That's like the personality of Nnamdi Kanu is very rare in Igbo land. Very, very rare. Very rare. And when dog we opportunity we now name everything. Plan, yeah. But you see this man, Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, discipline and self-control. Actually, that's one corner. And a freedom. Until we get that freedom, self-control, discipline. Above all, Master Simon Ekpa believes in unity by working with others, encouraging participation, and empowering people. Empowering people. Let me tell you, like me, he will see me as a threat, as a problem. But when he weighed my ways and weighed my thoughts and weighed my approach and my consistency, he said, this man is worthy to work with me. I was the first nomination for Minister of Information before Sonia Akparawa. Before Sonia Akparawa became the Minister of Information, Prime Minister, I was the first person that was picked for the Minister of Information. When Sonny was brought in so that we will have diversity, they gave Sonny. Then Prime Minister said, no, as Sonny is there, I want Vam to assist him, because he knew there was something in this Biafran boy called Raphael Chiamaka Ajere, Vam. Not about pride, though. No. I'm not talking about my ego here. I'm talking about a leader that has a vision to see that there's something in you that, yes, we need it in the future. On our Fozo, Prime Minister Nafuzo. On our Fozo. Above all, Master Moneka believes in unity by working with others, encouraging participation, and empowering people. He demonstrates that lasting change is built through teamwork and shared purpose. Teamwork and shared purpose. I have a video of how many minutes? I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes. So because I'm going to play this video, I will call Ifeanyi to make his contribution in nothing more than 5 minutes, so that I will play this video to get us to understand where I am driving at. This is video from Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Look, at this stage where we are right now, these are our leaders. We don't joke with them. Oh. If you joke with our Prime Minister or joke with Master Nnamdi Kanu, at your own peril. So you're going to have at least 5 minutes, at least, to be able. Once it's 5 minutes, I'll end the call so that I'll be able to play this video. All right? So I'm calling Ifeanyi. If he picks, fine. If he doesn't pick, we'll go ahead. All right, Ifeanyi, grab the mic and let me hear your submission this morning. Not more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, Pastor Vam. Good afternoon from my side and good morning from your own end. You know, it baffles me when people come online or on social media to disgrace themselves, thinking that they are disgracing others. Who is that man that will wake up in the morning or any time that you wake him up, you begin to compare Sonny Igboho with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
I don't know.
The question you should be asking the person, him or her, is Sonny Igboho a freedom fighter?
I don't know.
For crying out loud, Sonny Igboho is not a freedom fighter. Because you and I know that there is only 3 places that a freedom fighter be. Either you are in the prison, or you are in exile, or you are in the grave. That is where freedom fighter. You find freedom fighter. The question now you should be asking people that are comparing Sonny Igboho with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or PM, where is Sonny Igboho? The question you should be asking some people, where is Joe Ayaba? For you to know the people who are fighting for freedom. No. Pastor Van, it baffles me that with just a little thing, our people will get confused. And they will lose focus.
Igboho was in Germany. Igboho was in Germany when we did the first convention. PM was telling us that I will bring Igboho. We contacted everybody that is close to him to bring him. The guy no agree come. He no agree come. He no agree come.
Pastor Van, there is one thing that I want our people to know, and everybody under the sound of my voice to know. There is no human being fighting for freedom of his people. That will remain in that country, that oppressed country that is fighting for his people to be liberated from. It's not done anywhere.
No.
Look at the man that is fighting for
Catalonia. He's in prison now.
So he was in prison. He was chased out of Spain. He is in prison today. I want people to know one thing. Was he not fighting for freedom?
Hotelia.
No.
Hotelia.
He's building hotel.
Hotelia.
Wazirika is talking about Biafra. But nobody's going after him. Nnamdi Kanu told you that whenever your oppressors are not chasing you to arrest you or not to kill you, in other words, you are not doing the right thing.
Exactly.
In other words, what you are doing is not yielding fruit. The question people should be asking all these people talking rubbish on social media. How many persons is chasing Sunday Igboho?
No.
Is Sunday Igboho not freely walking in Nigeria? Is anybody going to arrest Sunday Igboho? To tell you that he is not a freedom fighter.
At all.
To tell you that he has collected his own part of quota, which is the money that was given to him.
Igboho.
Can Igboho come out and deny that he was not offered money?
Putagoni may protest here. Yoruba nation, the Dudu nation. He cannot do it. He's waiting for Tinubu to go.
Because he has already sold out his people. So nobody should come in and begin to talk about Sunday Igboho. Yes, if that fire that was talking about Igbo people, Igbo business.
Did we lose you?
Igbo people don't even listen to Kubana chief priest, no Obi Kubana. They don't listen to them.
No.
Let Kubana chief priest now go to Enugu. Let us know how many people that will come out to see him.
Ndara.
And release Nnamdi Kanu to go to any part of Igbo land and know how many people that will come out.
Shut down. Shut down.
Kubana come and give order, or Kubana chief priest, or any of them. Let them come out now and give order that let the whole south is shut down. Let know the people that will listen to them. You think that our people are fool? Yes, there are some Igbo people who are stupid. There are some people who wear belly face. We know that one. Like Kubana chief priest, like Obi Kubana, like all of them that are doing all this nonsense. We know that they have collected money. We know that they are not fighting for the interest of a common man. They are fighting for their own stomach and for the well-being of their immediate family. We know all these things. We are not cowards. We know the people that are fighting for us. That is why when their name is being mentioned, we will fight to the last man standing to defend them. Can any person tell me now? Can anybody in Igbo land take bullet for Kubana chief priest?
Who dashed them? Who dashed Monkey Banana? Round up. I want to play one video.
The 28 men give their life for Nnamdi Kanu to be alive.
Very correct.
And more people are willing. There is a guy crying on social media. I would have sent you the video. He's crying. He's begging Nigeria government to release Nnamdi Kanu and come and take him if they want to kill him in place of Nnamdi Kanu. Can anybody say that concerning Obi Kubana or Kubana chief priest? Our people be wise. I listened to the video of our prime minister. This one that we wanted to play. You see how a leader dresses his people. Can Ogen come up and face Biafrans for 5 minutes? I'm not saying 10 minutes, for 5 minutes to answer questions from us. When we ask him question, let him defend himself. But there's no question. Mazi Samonepa will even say, let the one Nigerians come and ask him question.
Come, Hannah. Maybe I'm the one that is always on this space with you.
Ask him question. You are here, a person is deceiving you with photo, and this one is deceiving you with AI generated letter, and you people are sheepishly following them, giving them your hand and money that you are supposed to use and do something meaningful, and you tell me that you have sense.
All right. If I round up, I want to play this video, please. Round up.
Pastor Van, right on. My God will continue to guide and protect you. The only thing I will tell you is this: Nnamdi Kanu said, the hour has come for those who were born from their mother's womb, they were conceived to fight for this freedom. He said, this is the hour. Yes. And when you are being buffeted on every side, That is when your brain should be on gear. Everybody brain should be on gear at this point of time.
Exactly.
May God bless you. I drop my mic here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. Thank you. All right, let's listen to our Prime Minister so that you understand. Dr. Agi, I appreciate you for bringing back this video. And I have followed you back. I followed you. You need to follow me back. You are a precious woman. Yeah. There's something I need to make us understand. Dr. Agi, let me say it again. I've said it before. Let me say it again. Dr. Agi is very, very important. Very important. And she loves our Prime Minister. Dr. Agi supported, the setting up of the first radio that Prime Minister was, when he was setting up online radio, Dr. Agi did. Dr. Agi was the first person that paid for my online broadcasting. The first stream yard I used online, Dr. Agi paid for it. Yes, she paid for it. So those sacrifices, that's a sacrifice for Biafra. She didn't give me money to go and do Arabanco. She paid for online, for broadcasting. I support you. Get everything ready and start broadcasting. You have the word. That's Dr. Agi. I appreciate her. When she joined Ngozi, I got very mad. Mad! How can this woman join Ngozi? How can this woman join Ngozi? Now her sense, because she's a unique person. And PM doesn't joke with her. Do you know how many times PM have corrected that lady? How many times she has been suspended for making some kind of error? Even though if she feels she was right, she will still take it wholeheartedly. And then when her suspension will finish, she will come back. Very unique person, Dr. Agi, Princess Agi. All right, let's listen to our Prime Minister.
Good afternoon, my fellow Biafrans in Australia. Good afternoon, my fellow Biafrans in Australia. Good afternoon, Biafrans all over the world that will be watching this later on, and those of you who have hooked live on different platforms. I welcome all of you this afternoon to the Australia tour. I am very, very happy and very glad that one of our brother who make a speech, a welcome speech, before the Ambassador Iwunze touched 4 cardinal points. So it gives me joy that people are not just following shiftlessly the struggle and the liberation of Biafra, that they're actually taking note of the event and following the movement and the activities of the Biafra government with keen interest. It shows that we are not just doing things on our own, that people are actually taking records. I appreciate him for that. When we talk about the multidimensional approach to our freedom, which has never been done since the history of Biafra. This is the very first time that the Biafra liberation and the struggle is being fought using multi-dimensional approach. And that's why within short period of time, we're able to record the kind of success that is mind-blowing to many people. They even say we are doing for the shopping.
Plan B, I see you. Plan B.
All the success that the government has recorded today, the criminals who have deceived Biafrans for 13 years thought that they were all fake. Because to them, that is exactly what they have done for the past 13 years. But in the just 2 years, we have been able to break doors, break camelbacks, break many jinx to be where we are today. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to know the call for Biafra self-determination is deeply rooted in historical grievances and economic disparity, which has directly affected you and your children. It is not only that. I want you to also understand that this self-determination for Biafra, the hunger for self-determination for Biafra, has also come as a result of the socio-political marginalization and now with the renewed Islamic Usman Danfodio jihadist, expansionist conquest.
Plan B.
Which is being resisted ruthlessly by the Biafra forces today. Our struggle and the liberation for Biafra has become a struggle for survival of you, your household, and your children. I am talking to the Biafra people now. For over 50 million Biafrans, which many of you are part of, who already voted in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum. The argument for leaving Nigeria is not just about our identity, but is all about the survival of our people. It is all about for peace. It is all about for our unity. It is for equity and progress and justice. Because anywhere there is absence of justice, what you have in place is anarchy. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this, our Biafra liberation, under my leadership and under Biafra government. As you all can see, the meetings and consultation with the members of the U.S. Congress continue to receive a desired attention. Our aim and objective is this multidimensional approach will at the same time be putting Biafra on the global stage, in a global discussion. We are not one with Nigeria. We are pulled apart. The ethnic diversity is a very dangerous one. And today, the Biafrans in Australia will have the opportunity to be briefed on some of the high-level meetings of the United States with the United States officials. Biafra will be the beginning of civilization in Africa. And that's what many people are scared of.
That's what they're scared of.
But you see, like the Israel Prime Minister, we will win with or without you. We have taken the Biafra liberation to the global stage for the very first time since after the war. Wow. Even during the Biafra war, Biafra discussion, Biafra issue, Biafra cause, Biafra case were not in the global stage. Yes, exactly. The only reason that the Biafra case came to the global stage was as a result of the images coming from the dying children in Biafra land. That was the only thing that put Biafra on the global stage. And when the United States of America was contemplating supporting Biafra, those that were in the leadership of the Biafra then have no knowledge, they have no contact details, they have no lobbyists in the United States who could actually make them understand what is going on, and then also who could educate the policy makers and the decision makers of the United States. That didn't happen. Today, under my leadership and under this Biafra government, which is the government of the people, we have corrected that mistake. We have taken this liberation and the issue of Biafra to the stage that has never, where it has never been before, for the very first time. I will share with you some of the key outcomes of some recent meeting with the United States Congress regarding the recognition of Biafra independence. My fellow Biafrans in Australia and beyond, we met with the most senior members of the United States Congress. We met with the most senior members of the U.S. government, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, the third highest official of the U.S. government, the Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, and a plethora of members of Congress. These members are now well educated about Biafra. It has never happened in the history of Biafra and Nigeria. We are closely working after being briefed
After educating these people, decision makers, we are now closely working with them to form a new Biafra policy for the US government, which until now currently has not had one. You may not understand the heaviness of the word I am speaking now, but you're going to know later on. And I believe Nigeria understand what I'm saying. For most members of the Congress we met, those we discussed with, this has been the first time the Biafra issue had ever been presented to them. As such, much of our discussion is providing an informational briefing on Biafra as well as malign nature of the Nigeria terrorist government. We also discuss our activities such as the self-referendum, which already recorded over 50 million votes, and the upcoming December 2nd declaration. My fellow Biafrans and our friends and lovers of freedom, on Biafra Independent Declaration, the reception by the members of the Congress to our message has been very overwhelmingly positive. Not a single member of the US Congress we met, or those we met with, ever expressed any support for the Nigeria terrorist government. So, the main challenge currently is to fill in this information gap in Washington, D.C., and that's what our focus is now for the next 2 months. And to make sure we educate as many members of the Congress as possible. So many of you do not understand how this international politics or politicking is being played. For those who follow the history of the apartheid regime and the role of the US government in ending it, will understand why we are doing what we're doing today. There were explicit commitments and assurances given by members of Congress we met to support the Biafra cause. Albeit, through different expressions, we are now working with members of the Congress on several groundbreaking initiatives, which are ongoing and will be made public at the appropriate time. Biafrans in Australia, I want you to understand that the defense of Biafra land, defense of our women and children will remain the most priority of this Biafra government. And that we are doing with everything in us. The support that we have received so far, the activities of the government can speak for itself. Standing, watching how this will end, believe me, the time will come when we will not need your money. I remember that I have always said something similar, including in other measures that the Biafra government has taken in the past. And they will think that we are just joking. But at the end of the day, it will come to manifestation. Thank you for inviting me today. And remember, every penny counts. Our IOU is there. If you don't want to do donation, you go and give IOU to the government. Raffle is there. Liberation tax is there.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you so very much. And now you can see, instead of following up on some of the progress that was being made under the Prime Minister, some shameless people who were representing us in Washington decided to go and launder their own image. Their own image, oh. They were laundering their own image. Now look at the charisma of this leader. Look at the character of this leader. Look at the consistency of this man. Look at his presence, his aura. And look at his personality. And then one garage boy, one is of organizer company bita, that you succeeded in getting a suit because you were made a finance minister. You said that you are the one that they want to listen to. No, go and catch us. Now, see this man. Eh? No, go and catch us. Now, see this man. My boss, my boss, my boss. My boss, Abruzier, my boy. Eh? My boss, Abruzier, my boy. Eh? You wonder what? Okay, meeting Mike Johnson, meeting Ted Cruz, meeting these people, stepping stone for us to establish on. And then when they see some of this ministration and this leadership of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, they will respect it. Leadership of Biafra, office in USA, and then the leader is in a very free and a stable country in Finland. They respect you. But now you carry a bag going up and down. Now just look at the way God is going to punish you. See the way God will now strike you with Imbe. With Imbe. The other shameless woman that already was trying to rob herself and to seduce the prime minister ended up going ahead with something that the prime minister instructed that, look, since I am inside here, I want you people to hold a break on that declaration, because prime minister wants to continue with that grace and glory. You know, let me tell you, had we paused on that declaration and focused on Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's case, I am telling you, we would have discovered to know that lawyer was a bastard and never to have that's united in a front together. Yes, you are the COS. Fine. You continue with your COS. That one finance. Everybody continue. Then we move together to make sure that our prime minister gets his feet in back. And then by now, when he is out, we will fire the world and they will know that Biafra, Buegweji. Now look at how they try to water down everything and make it look like our prime minister was not meaning anything anymore. Ngozi Onabueze is now going to do AI generated picture. They'll bring her old picture, they join it together. Do you know that some people were actually believing that Ngozi met with Donald Trump? They brought Donald Trump picture and brought Ngozi picture and photoshopped it together. And then Donald Trump was now holding that AI generated letter. Ngozi was there. Some people believe that that thing is real, that Ngozi actually met with Donald Trump. Can you believe that kind of propaganda? And you say you want America to help you? When they see all those things, they say, look at what these people are doing. Donald Trump asked himself, who is this woman? When did I meet her? I'm sure by now, some people must have told Donald Trump that the woman is one sick psychopath in Atlanta, Georgia. Please don't mind her. She doesn't know what she's doing. By now, Donald Trump must have been updated. Thank God we have Joseph E. Smith, who will update Donald Trump of everything, making him understand that, look, Joseph E. Smith is going to meet with Finland on the prime minister's case, and everything will buttress down. Ngozi will be flushed down the toilet. Ogenkere will be flushed down the toilet. This man, Odogu of Biafra, will resonate again to the glorious arrival, and the declaration of Biafra will now make sense to every one of you. I am Vam Vam Vam. I need to go to work. When I come back, we'll continue. I love you all. Until then, remain strong and remain Biafranized. Airborne! Umuchineke. So stop comparison of fish and cockroach, of apple and oranges. No. Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, they're on a different level. Not Achikote Kwonu freedom fighters. Now, also to go and do Dobale in Nigeria. Dara.